Hey guys, it's back with JohnyTechReview. I hope you guys are having a great week so far. Today I have a review of an IP camera. This is the 720p Wi-Fi pan and tilt camera from FDT. The model number is FD7901. This camera features a 70-degree viewing angle, pan and tilt control, night vision up to 26 feet. Inside the box you get the camera, the power adapter, mounting accessories, screw, user menu, warranty card, network cable, and CD with some software. Let's take a look at the camera itself. Up front you have the lens, which has a manual focus ring if you want to adjust that, but in general I'm happy with the default setting. There's an array of infrared LED around the lens, which will come on automatically at night as needed. You can also override your setting also if needed. On the bottom up front there's a mic, and on the side of the camera you will find speaker and ventilation vent. In the back there is a power port, audio out, reset button, micro SD card slot, and an Ethernet port. There's a Wi-Fi antenna. Unfortunately, this one is not removable, so if you break it, you have to do some hacking. As far as compatible micro SD card, I tried a 64 gig SanDisk card and it works perfectly fine. Setup is simple, but it does require you to connect the camera to your router using the included Ethernet cable. After downloading the app, follow a few simple steps, including adding your Wi-Fi, and it's ready to go. Of course, being a Wi-Fi camera, it does not require Ethernet line, but does need you to give it power. Speaking of the app, it's called FDT View and it's available for both iOS and Android. After setup, this app allows you to view your camera in and outside of your house, wherever you have internet access. There is no need to mess with any firewall setting at all. So after adding your camera, this is the option you get. Down here you have some information like cameras. You can pick multiple camera, multiple camera. You can also pick local file where you take pictures and stuff, right here. And of course you can also go to playback to see playback from the SD card itself. As you can see here, these are recordings. And again, this was earlier, for example, while I was filming. So you can see the streaming directly from the camera. Within the camera you can click, and then you can also turn the camera this direction. So right now it's automatically setting to go to night mode. We can turn that off to auto. So in auto mode, it's picking up the light right now, and you can swipe up and down to move the camera around. So you can see there's a small little delay. See right now, here's my camera. You can see, kind of give you an idea. But the feed is pretty good. You can give you an idea right here, just like that. So about, I say a quarter to half a second delay. So this camera is currently about, I would say 50 feet away from my router, which is on the bottom level of the house. So that kind of give you an idea. So you have option like you can mirror the pictures like this. You can also flip the picture if you wanted to. So in here you can also of course control the image quality, so you can adjust the brightness, the contrast, and also the saturation. So if I want to go all the way to black and white, you can see like that, and I can go all the way to color here and just click out of it, and give it a few seconds, it will make that adjustment, as you can see, just like that. Other than that, you can take a picture by pressing this button, which will save it to your camera and also on this memory card. And this picture here will take the video to start recording, as you can see right now. And of course you can also activate two-way audio, you can listen in. So here we go. So you got a little echo there, as you can see, because I'm pretty close to the camera. Other than that, you have this button here that does zoom in and out. Of course this camera doesn't have any zoom, but you can do digital zoom. Of course you can move around the images like this after you do the zoom. If you go back to the main screen here, you can click on the little setting icon, and here you have access to all the different settings. Again, a lot of different more advanced options. You can change the user password. I definitely would recommend that changing the default password, which was admin, to something else other than admin, so other people cannot hack your camera. So in the SD card feature, you have a 16 gig card, and you can see here I have some free space left now. Up top you also have alarm setting. Here in the alarm you can set low, medium, and high. Give you an idea right now. And when based on that alarm, you can do various different settings. So for alarm, you can do push notification, which will send a message to the app here, or you can do a recording to a memory card, and or you can also take pictures and send to FTP server if you set up those things, for example. As you can see from the picture quality, it has a pretty clear, nice image. You have a low VGA setting for mobile streaming, or even go higher at up to 720p over LTE and Wi-Fi. The 70-degree field view is narrow to me compared to other camera that I used before, some of which had up to 120-degree view. The advantage of course is there's no distortion, and you always have the option to pan and tilt around the room to see everything. As far as night vision is rated for 26 feet, and in my experience you will find that the center of the image of where the infrared light are can be a little bit brighter than the edge. The range is good and definitely exceed the rating, as you can see in my video where I'm standing in the back of my dining room, which is over 30 feet away. Another thing to notice is that in the alarm recording, the camera only saved the low resolution of 640 by 325 in H.264 format. Its 20-second clip was less than 1 MB in size, which allow a lot of video to be saved on just a 16 GB memory card that I use in general for testing. Over the 2.4 GHz network, which is the only band that is supported, I was able to mount this camera far away from my router over 150 feet to various wall and floor with good reception. As I went farther and farther away, I did notice some delay up to 1 second behind. Again, this is really dependent on your Wi-Fi, any interference you might have, and also your mobile device connection, of course. Overall, it's an easy product to set up, but it will be better if you do not need to plug in the internet line, as sometimes that could be a little bit of a hassle. Image quality for both night and day are comparable to other Wi-Fi camera on the market, and the app works very well with no fuss. Thanks to FDT for sending this unit for me to review. I'll put the link in the description box below if you'd like to buy it. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like, and as always, subscribe and stay tuned for more future review. Thank you.